All right, pitfall number 4 is letting a house remain vacant. Um, an expert will immediately secure the house, meaning change the locks and reprogram the garage code. A lot of individuals will share the garage code with the neighbors, and they may have extra keys with the neighbors as well. So we want to do that to restrict and control the access to the property. We also will use an electronic lockbox, which requires a code being given to anyone who's entering the home. And what that will do is add an extra layer of security to the whole situation. Um, you're aware of those manual lock boxes with like a 4 number code. So I'm just going to give you a code 1234. If you are the electrician and you have the code 1234, you can get into that property the first day. And oh gosh, you forgot a tool in there. At 11 p.m., you could go in again and get your toolbox out, whatever. Um, with the electronic codes, you have a 1 day code. So you use a certain code to gain access that day. You will not be able to use that code the next day. Access will be restricted. So that way, the agent, the property manager, the estate manager, our team, we know exactly who is entering, when, how long they're there, and when they're gone. And if they have to call us again for a code, we ask why. An expert also engages in strategic caretaking. That means forwarding the mail. Usually the lawyers like to get that mail for bills, creditors, things like that. We also don't want mail jamming up the mailbox because that's a sure sign that no one is living there. We also don't want newspapers piling up on the front porch. So again, calling and getting those newspapers stopped or forwarded. What we will also do is we want to make sure pizza flyers, landscaping flyers, etc., are regularly removed from the mailbox in the house. So that again, it looks like someone is residing there and taking care of it. Oftentimes we make sure that the alarm with the smoke detector, that it has carbon monoxide, and oftentimes a temperature gauge. If we can make sure that the alarm has a temperature gauge, if there's a dramatic drop in temperature in the winter, then we know automatically that the furnace has failed. So that consideration can be super helpful. The other thing we can do is set up regular property checks, and we have a complete list for the exterior of the house and the interior, every single thing that needs to be checked. Water run in every single sink, toilets all flushed, put the garage door up and down, make sure that every door is locked, take a picture of the temperature in the house, the thermostat, so we can just show the family and the other team members, the legal and financial team members, everybody's on the same page that the house is in stable condition. The other thing that we need to consider is property insurance. And property insurance, a lot of people keep that in the name of the elder, but the elder has, in this case, deceased. And so if a branch falls on the property and the family goes to make a claim, there is a good chance that the insurance company will deny it because it hasn't been changed to the name of the owner, which is the trust or the estate. So this needs to be looked at very carefully to make sure that full insurance is applied to the property. Now, one trick of the trade is if you are under a service agreement with a professional property estate manager and you have a timeline in process identifying the date that the house will be going on market, and you have a listing agreement for that going on market, Oftentimes, the insurance company will realize contractors will be working in the home, stagers will be there will be cleaners there. The home is no longer, in their mind, vacant for that period. Even realtors that go to show the property, that is a built-in free property check. So all of this can be used in your favor to qualify for the more reasonably priced property insurance instead of the very expensive vacant property insurance. So the whole point is to reduce the risk of vandalism, theft, mechanical failures, and weather damage. If a neighbor can help with doing things like shoveling the front porch and walkway, and then a service can push the snow on the circle driveway or the grounds that need to be done, that's often a good combination. We try to get our snow providers to also do the front porch and the walkway because that's a true sign that someone is living there caring for the property. We don't want the property to look like no one is caring about it because it does invite ne'er-do-wells.